The father of Sifiso Mkhwanazi, accused of killing 6 sex workers, is expected to wrap up his testimony this morning. Mike Khumalo is the second witness testifying in the Palm Ridge Magistrate's Court. Let's take you live to the court proceedings now.
The caretaker and Mr. Ham and the 2 securities, and there were a couple other police that I don't know their names, that were still in the area.
Uma uthi besi utshwena bekubani bekuyimi umnumzana Amu no caretaker umuntu onesifiya nama security amabili namaphoyisa nje ambalwa kodwa angwazi amagama wawo yibo abantu besesekhona lapho endaweni yesehlakala.
So you said there's still wondering whether to keep or what?
Yeah, then we, like the whole people who are responsible for the place, the security, because we share the place with the other people who are doing clothing, and we're doing mechanic on this side. We say, what do we do? They said, let's clean it up. But I said, who's going to clean it up? We said, let's hire some guys outside. We'll provide them with the water and let them clean. After everything has been, police have taken everything, we ask them, they say, no, you can go ahead. Then we're cleaning the place.
Nama security kwacha sizoklina sizoklina ngani kwacha masicela abanye abantu abangaphandle sobanika amanzi ukuthi beze ke bazoklina lapho ngoba kusesathiwe isidumbu leso.
While we're doing the cleaning, we're hosing the pipe, the hose pipe, then the water is running. Now when the water runs, it reaches by the on a certain stage where it's like not moving, stagnant, it's becoming stagnant. Then we wanted to, okay.
Sisaklinaki sisebenzisa ke hose pipe khona la amanzi emakhona.
Then we tried to get some brooms to help let it flow on one side.
Sazama ukuthola imishanyelo ukuthi senze ukuthi amanzi njengoba siklina lapho agelezele ehlangothini elilodwa.
When the water went, because it was plenty, it reaches down on a level on one side. There's a tunnel where way is supposed to go, like a drainage.
Amanzi njengoba ke igeleza ehlanjalo kuneke ehlele enzansi kule ndawo engathi i-drain lapho.
Then we follow down to the drainage in there while we see the water is getting stagnant, like not going in. Then we see the drainage is like blocked.
Manje bheka ukuthi amanzi manje awahambi ngoba kumela amanzi ahambe ngoba nakho kune drain lapho agelezele hlangothini elodwa. Kubona manje ngathi i-drain iblockile.
Then we try to unblock it. While we're busy right on unblocking in that hole, on the side of the drainage, there is like there's a box, like a chimney. It was used as a chimney, but it's quite bigger. You know, they use it on a chimney, but it's quite bigger. It was down there.
Njengoba ke sizama ukuthi sivule iblock i-drain le ukuthi keep ukuthi amanzi akhona ukuthi ageleza. Kune box lapho le box lelo kunento engathi ichimbili kodwa inkulu ke kunechimbili ilapho ke eceleni kwe drain leyo.
On that chimney on a side we saw some flies flying around, others are dead. Then we went to inspect what is happening.
Kune chimbili ke sibone kune impukane ezinye zifile sayobheka ukuthi kwenzekani manje kule chimbili le.
Now that area, is it part of the workshop? Is it the outside? Is it in the yard where you saw this chimney?
It's outside the workshop, but it's in the yard, in the premises of the workshop, but outside.
Ichimbile engaphandle kodwa isesiphakathi ejardini leli lase workshop kodwa ngaphandle.
Yes. You went to investigate.
When on the side of the chimney, it's got like a small square. When we look in there, then we saw there's a body, but you couldn't see because it was decaying. You could see like a body of a human being tied with a, because there was this green rope that was tied.
Uma sibheka phakathi kwechimbili ngoba umlomo wakhona lo uyisquare masibheka kunomzimba kunomzimba womuntu ufaswe ngentambo egreen.
Then we call the rest of the people who were on top.
Sabiza ke abantu laba kade bekhona bonke laba kade bele phezulu.
They came and then we investigated more. Then we realized it's a body. It's really a body.
Beza ke masebeza sabhoka ukuthi ngesakuthola ukuthi ngempela umzimba womuntu.
By that time, there was still one policeman who was still with us.
Ngaleso sikhathi bekusekhona iphoyisa elilodwa ilalinathi lapho.
He said, let me call those people, let them come back.
Like le phoyisa ithi ngibizele abantu babuye.
Those are the policemen who were there, the forensic, let him call him back. Before they come, one of the caretaker and then the neighbor, he said, you know what, we need to check this place thoroughly. If this is a second body, you might find another one. Let's just check. By the time the police come, we've checked the place thoroughly.
Kukhona ke umuntu obanombono ukuthi ngamana kusitshela isidumbu sesibili masibhekisise kahle la emagcekeni ukuthi sibhekisise kahle ukuthi kwenzekani sabhekisisa kahle lapho.
Then one of the securities, he started going on the side of the chimney. There is like a passage.
Omunye ke wama security wayabule side le chimney lengakulo kune passage lapho.
Who's the name of the security? Do you remember?
The problem we are now, we are many. The security's name is Gorilla. There's another one. There were two. One of them, they say he passed away, but these two, the security, they started going around. One of them, his name was Gorilla.
I'm a security lawa ayemabi omunye ke uGorilla omunye ke kuthiwa lo munye ke uye washona kodwa ke kukhona nabanye abantu.
He noticed the dustbin.
Who noticed?
The security.
Who?
That Gorilla.
Gorilla. Okay.
He noticed the dustbin.
He also made a statement to that effect. When he notices dustbin, were you present when he noticed?
Yes, I was present.
Were you present when he noticed it?
I was present.
Okay. Tell us.
He noticed the dustbin is in a little bit of distance, covered with a tire on top. He went
now, before you can tell what was there, now this dustbin, did you know it?
Yes.
Was it part of the dustbin?
No. When he realizes the dustbin, he went to investigate. I was still on this box chimney here. He realized that that's dustbin. I realized that one of the dustbin that was on top in a workshop that was getting missing. One of the three.
Loma kathola idustbin nami ngiyabona ngabona ukuthi le dustbin le enye yama dustbin la amathathu la bephezulu la alahlekile.
On his way to investigate the dustbin, on the side where he was passing, there were like some old parts, like wooden doors and whatever. On his way, he saw a plastic, a white plastic.
Uthe esayake mama idustbin Ethiopia la kule dustbin le endleleni kunendawo la kubeke khona into ezindala amakhuni neminyango emidala wabona ke iplastic white plastic.
Yes.
Plastic elimhlophe.
Then he stopped on the plastic before the dustbin. Then we all came. When we realized in the plastic there was also a body.
We were making the plastic. Pangokuthi afike ku dustbin. Sonke ke saya sithima sibheke plastic in. Sithola ukuthi ase plastic in kunomzimba.
What kind of plastic was this?
It's a white plastic, hard white plastic, but it's transparent. You could see.
Is it this kind of a refuse bag or?
No. That one is more harder than a refuse. The dustbin, like it was white and a little bit harder.
The plastic is very common. Apana the plastic is espaka kuzo ke iziyena iqinile kune plastic espaka kulo idoti. Nalo ngiphathike bonakalayo khona ukubona phakathi kunani.
Then he went to go open the dustbin. Actually, he was scared to open it. There was a tire covered on top. So he got a stick and he pushed the tire and then he opened the bin from a distance. Then we realized there is also another body.
Manje ke dustbin ke desaba ukuvula dustbin. Wathatha ke induku wasusa ke itayere lelo isivalo se dustbin usivule ekudenyana emkamama ne dustbin kodwa esenza lenduku le iPad. Uthe makusevulile ke isivalo se dustbin ngale nduku kade iphethe kuye sithola ukuthi kunomunye umzimba futhi phakathi ke dustbin.
Then while we're there trying to check everywhere, then we come back to the next to the chimney. There was a van. That van is it's not moving. It's broken. When we look inside the driver's side, we see there is a lot of flies. But
the driver's side.
The driver's side. There's flies that are dead. None of them was live. There was no moving fly. But you could see they are stuck in the van.
When you get the driver's side.
The driver's side, yeah. That van was always open. So whenever you come, you could open it up. But that day, that time when we were there, we tried to open it, we can't open it. All the doors are locked. But when we tried to look into the van, by the driver's side and the passenger side, there was nothing. There was no body or anything. But we see a lot of flies. But that van is a panel van.
Even then, I must be a driver and a passenger. Spega Pagati Benin. As a corner bonani to go down even Lady Gelona, Lee panel van.
Then we decided to say, okay, let's open at the back of the van. It's got two doors. That van had a key to open. But the barrel of that key that was opening there was like tempered, was like broken. You couldn't either put a key or open. Then we decided to say, no man, we need to break this van. We get a hammer and a chisel and we cut where the lock is, we force it to open. When we opened it, there was a body in plastic. Then behind the van, there was a truck, a 2-ton truck.
Emuva kweveni bekune-truck lena truck eyi-2 ton.
We check it up, and the front doors were open.
Sabheka iminyango le ngaphambili yavulwa.
At the back of the van, the loading, the bin, that bin was always open, never been locked, because there was nothing to lock in for. But when we wanted to open it, there's a lock. There's a small lock that was so we could that so that you cannot open it.
The truck nayo ayikhi kodwa la ngasedinyethi masibheka lokune-lock ingakhiyo singakhoni ukuvuleka.
I told the people that this is not supposed to have a lock because there's nothing to lock in for.
Ngatshela abantu nakuthi le nto akufanelanga ukuthi ibe ikhiwe la noma inengizi ngoba ayikho into esizoyikhiyela yona.
We need to break it.
Kumele siyiphule.
When we break it,
masiyiphula
we found there's a dustbin.
Sathola kune dustbin nomgqomo bezili lapha i-dustbin.
Inside there's a body also.
Phakathi kwayo ngakhona kunomzimba.
I think those are the 6 bodies. The last one we recovered was in that van into the dustbin.
Yokugcina umzimba wokugcina usutholile ngokule veni leyo phakathi kwe-dustbin.
My understanding is that you found one body in the plastic.
One body was in the chimney.
Yeah, the chimney one.
The second one, actually there were 2. Just from the chimney, there were like old doors that were removed from certain houses. Then they were keeping them there. In those doors, he was going to the dustbin. There was there was actually 2 plastic. There was one before. They were like distanced 2. Each one had a body.
So in the chimney there were 2.
In the chimney there was 1. In the plastic outside in the passage there were 2 in a plastic. There was 1 in the dustbin.
1 in the panel van.
There was 1 in a chimney. There was 1 in a panel van. I think those are 3. The first one inside the premises, one in the chimney, and 1 in a van.
And the 4th one?
The 4th one was in the Interstar, the Nissan, that back, the one which was with
yes.
That's the 5th one, eh? Was it the 4th or 5th? How many are those?
No, just relax, compose yourself. Or should we just take Tita?
No.
Okay.
We'll continue.
Yes, the court places. Tell.
Okay, the first one was inside. Which one the police did?
Forget about that one. We are outside.
The second one was in a chimney.
Yes.
Sorry, well, let me just find out, Mr. Mashibara. Is evidence in dispute?
You know, the reason why I'm asking this question is to show the modus operandi, which is going to help me to argue at the later stage.
Can I just, if the court understands the evidence, the one body was found in an abandoned store.
Yeah, the first
The
one.
second body was found in the chimney.
Yes.
The third bedroom was found the third body was found under a white plastic near the doors. The 4th body was found in the bin which had a tire on top of it, and he used a stick to open it.
Yes.
The 5th body was found in the Nissan panel van.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 6th body was found in the back of the other vehicle inside a bin.
That's
Yes,
right.
I wanted him to say that because
Do we all understand the evidence?
Yes.
because
You
it's
confirm it?
Yes, sir.
Right.
he was trying to be confused because he was talking about 2 plus.
he's
But
not.
I wanted him to clarify that so that at the end we don't have to argue about that.
No, but you
Yeah.
can be rest assured and take comfort
Yes.
that the court knows exactly where the bodies were found. Let's continue.
As the court, please, my lord. Now the body have been recovered and discovered. Why were this body not, if that is where you operate, not any one of you, including the workers, had not notice that there's a problem with their bodies in the yard.
You mean you want to find out why they were not discovered?
Yes. Any one of you.
Okay. The bodies, according to my knowledge, the bodies were not recovered, I think, for two reasons. Secondly, first of all, the person who was responsible for those bodies was within us.
Isizathu ke zenza ukuthi imizimba yini imizimba engazange itholakale kuze kudlule isikhathi esibheka ngalo. Isizathu sokuqala senza ukuthi imizimba engatholakali ukuthi ke umuntu bekuyena-ke onesandla kule onolwazi kuyena futhi onesandla ekutsheleni kwalabantu notholakala kwey'duna kanti kuwomenye wethu abokuqala.
And the second reason, where the bodies were, we are not using those places. We could spend 3, 4, 5, 6 months without going, no need for it to use those premises.
Okwesibili ke le indawo lezi la kutholakale imizimba leyo indawo ke esingayisebenzisi. Iyaphela inyanga ezinhlanu nezisithupha singayanga kuleyo ndawo leyo la imizimba leyo itholakale khona.
Now, these bodies were removed.
The police came, the whole team came, the forensic they came, and then there was one captain. He cordoned the whole place. Everybody was like getting out.
Maphoyisa eza ke kweza nomunye captain captain eyivala ke le ndawo le la kutholakala khona yonke imizimba izungeza le ndawo wonke umuntu kumele ukuthi ke aphumele ngaphandle.
Now, the accused, your son, was arrested for this.
Yes.
Now,
when he was arrested, it was only still one. The first body, by the time he was arrested, after the first recovery of the body, that's when he was arrested and he was taken from the first body.
and is it correct that after his arrest, you went to visit him?
After he was arrested, he called me.
Before you called you, did you visit him?
I didn't visit him. Because by the time he was arrested, I was busy with the police, statement after statement, inspecting after. It took almost 3 weeks every day, coming and coming, you know, that busy.
The police were busy there for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Manje ke umuva ukuthi mangale boshiwa zange ngimvakashele ngoba uthatha amaviki amathathu maphoyisa eloku eza ngibhalisa i-statement bekubhizi nje lawo maviki lawo amathathu.
So he called you for you to visit him in the cells?
He called me. Actually, I didn't even know his number. He called me. He said, "Daddy." I said, "Yes." I pick up his voice. Before he said anything, he said, "I'm going to court." I can't remember the day. He said, "Would you come?" I said,
umfonela uye wathi ngibhekile ngathi yebo ngiphoyisa khona ngiyayazi wathi kimi ngiye court wathi wena uzoza.
I said, "I will come."
Ngathi ngizoza.
When I went in the court, I saw him.
Ngithi mangifike court ngakubona wena.
Then after the court, I went to the canteen in the court. I buy some food, then I take for him.
Tonke tungene court ke ngaya kune canteen lapho ngayothenga ukudla ecanteen leyo ngabe sengiphathela lokho kudla.
Then I spoke to him.
Ngakhuluma ke nawe.
But I realized that there was no time. I don't have time while he's by the cells. I will never get time to tell me. Because when I give him food, I ask him, "What happened?"
Yeah, we can stop there.
Ngiyabona ukuthi anginasikhathi ngoba lapha na emasebenzi isikhathi sinayo. Kade ngikuda ukuthi kwenzekeni.
So in short, you had a conversation with him and he reported certain things to you.
No.
No. Listen to my question. You had a conversation with him. Just say yes or no, and
Yes.
he reported certain things
Yes.
to you.
manje wena ukhulumile ke nommangalelwa kabakhona izinto ezithize akutshela zona yebo.
My Lord, the state is at a stage where we'll have to inform the court that the conversation that the father had with the accused amounted to a confession. And my submission
Sorry, 1 second.
is that this confession was made to a private person
Yona ke kunento otshele ubaba okuyinhlambuluko yona ke ifana nomuntu ke osihlambulula kumuntu ongosiyona ilungu lesiphoyisa noma umuntu osebenza ngezomthetho.
and it's my submission further, my Lord, that this confession, it is our opinion that it should be admitted by this court because of the following, that it complies.
All right, let's come out of that court process.